shit. Man, get into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way, I made. Sacrificing time for this shit, man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago, they ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool, I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace, I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend, we should try again. You should hop in, I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl, you know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I...
Reporting live from the liquor store, man. And when all three of us come together, man, it's Cowboys Uncut.
Scottis.
West Coast Cowboy in the middle, the Kanye West of this content stuff.
And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo, we stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat Dak. And we ain't scared of running. It's only one team over here, this Cowboys, believe that. Yeah, this you got is the poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and Landlord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out, man. Don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC, yeah, DC4L. All day, every day.
My dear Aunt Sally, we is at the P right now. We gotta go to free agency, then we gotta go to draft, then we can talk about training camp.
And Stephen Jones, who's also a multi-millionaire, moves and feels like a what? Like a dude that is got $15 in his bank account.
We finna come marching to Dallas with our picket signs, ticket torches, everything we can find.
Some breaking news into NFL Network. Sources tell me and colleague Tom Pelissero that Dak Prescott, the Cowboys starting quarterback, is expected to miss multiple weeks with a hamstring injury that he suffered on Sunday. Seemed to be a routine pass to the sideline. Dak kind of pulled up. You could tell immediately something was not right. He ended up watching the rest of the game from the sideline. Pretty quickly ruled out. Had an MRI earlier this morning to reveal the diagnosis. Again, multiple weeks. This is not expected to be a short-term deal for Dak Prescott. In fact, there is still a chance that he ends up on injured reserve. The team is still waiting that decision, trying to figure out which way they are going to go. Dak Prescott seeking second opinions, so no firm and final word yet on how long Prescott is in fact going to miss. But what we know, not going to play this Sunday's game against the Eagles, and going forward, Cooper Rush, who went 4-1 in 2022, more than a capable backup, he is expected to take the ball.
And we are live. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy, Hennythemoor, reporting live from the liquor store, man. And shit, it's sad out here, dog. Like, the Dallas Cowboys season is in shambles. And really, man, we just got to deal with it as the punches go. But salute to everybody out there. My brother Landlord will be on shortly. You know, he is nefarious. He's probably somewhere in a secret location right now building weapons of mass destruction. So you never really know with Landlord. But the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm going to keep it 1,000 with y'all, we really screwed, honestly. When you think about everything that's happened up to this point, there's really ain't a lot of optimism to have for the season. But we'll talk about it in depth. But y'all know the usual rules of engagement when y'all tap in with your independent content creators, man. First and foremost, hit that like button. The more likes that we get on the videos and anything else we put out, the more that those platforms will push the content that we make. So if you got love for Hennythemoor, you want to see me do well, you want to see the channel prosper, you want to see us grow, hit that like button, man. It don't cost you a dime, and you can still help your boy shine, man. Also, after you hit that like button, make sure that you share the content. Now, usually I tell y'all that I believe in manifestation, to share the content 6 times, and we're going to try and manifest that 6th championship. That shit is over with this year. So just share the content because you got love for your boy. No other reason outside you want other folks to see some dope content. I ain't going to sit here and lie that we finna make something shake this year. So make sure you will hit that like. Make sure y'all hit that share. And make sure y'all slap the shit out of Jerry Jones. We usually slap Eagles fans when everything is going well. We too low for that right now. We got to slap Jerry Jones for what the Eagles finna do to us Sunday. So make sure y'all hit that like, hit that share, and hit Jerry Jones upside his head, man. So let's go ahead and let's talk about it, man. The Dallas Cowboys are in shambles. You just heard it. Your starting quarterback, who honestly, like, let's keep it 1,000. Dak Prescott has not played great football this year. There are reasons behind that schematically. There are reasons behind that protection-wise. There's reasons behind that with the personnel around him. But he has not played good football. You're going to be replacing Dak Prescott with a career backup. So let me ask y'all a question, because I know it's easy to shit on Dak Prescott right now, right? And some of it is deserving. But who do you think gives you a better chance to win a football game? A former All-Pro, former Pro Bowler, right? The guy that was just runner-up in MVP last year, or career backup? Let's keep it 1,000. If Dak Prescott, who was obviously a better quarterback, struggled in the conditions that surrounding the Dallas Cowboys, what do y'all think Cooper Rush is going to do now that a team has a week to game plan for him coming out, right? So that's the conundrum right now. Like, the Dallas Cowboys really don't have a lot of clarity in how to win these football games coming up. So that's going to be the biggest question. Should the Dallas Cowboys try to persevere, win football games, and figure it out, or should they just embrace the tank? I know it's a touchy subject. I know we love our team. But, long term, what is the best option for the Dallas Cowboys? Is it better to win a couple of meaningless games that will not help you get into the playoffs? Or is it better to lose as many games as humanly possible and embrace the tank? And we're going to talk about it from a multifaceted dynamic, right? Because it's not really as open and shut as a lot of people want to make it to be. Because mathematically, the Dallas Cowboys are still alive. The Dallas Cowboys are 3-5, right? We've only played 8 games of a 17-game schedule. There's still 9 games to be played. So there is plenty of season left for the Dallas Cowboys to technically salvage, right? To technically salvage the season. The issue is, how realistic is that? How realistic is it for the Dallas Cowboys to win enough games to be in playoff contention at this point? Shout out to my boy Numbhead Neil for the $4.99 for your mind, man. He said, man, the upside down Dallas and the backward D's hats make more sense now. Boy, you ain't never lied, bro. Mafia said, tank, tank, tank. I've been saying that since the offseason. Like, listen, we had some bad offseason. Like, we can't act like the Dallas Cowboys did a lot to improve this team. So let's talk about it. You have 9 games left, and you're currently at 3-5. In order just to get to 9-8, and remember, there is no guarantee that 9-8 gets you into the postseason. The Seattle Seahawks were 9-8 last year, and they missed, right, because of tiebreakers, right? So let's just get out the way. In order to even make it to 9-8, the Dallas Cowboys have to win 6 of the 3 games. And this is one thing I want to point out to the people. If we're going to tank, we got to be realistic about what the Dallas Cowboys will do with the draft pick. You signed Dak Prescott to a contract extension that has not even kicked in yet. You ain't paid Dak Prescott none of that $231 million that you owe him outside of what he got at the time of signing. So somebody already asked this question, right? I was like, why not? I'll humor you. He like, how much would it cost to trade Dak Prescott away? What would be the cap hit on that shit right there? What would that look like, getting rid of Dak Prescott? Well, if you traded Dak Prescott post-June, right, next year. And remember, that's a good time to trade, right? You'll still be on the cap for, used to be on the dead money cap hit for $41.8 million in 2024, $42.1 in 2025, $27.6 in 2026, $16.6 in 2027, and $16.6 in 2028. And then if you didn't trade him post June, you traded him before June, that's $145 million in dead money in 2024, $103 in 2025, $61 in 2026, $33.3 in 2027, and then another $16.6 in 2028. So draft a quarterback. Why? At least not with the top pick. I believe you should draft a quarterback every year to develop a quarterback, to have them in line for situations like this moving forward, right? So, you know, you can have a quarterback in place. Like what the Green Bay Packers did. You can draft a quarterback and have them sit behind Dak Prescott for 4 years, right? And then when Dak Prescott contract is up, you can play them, right? Or have your heir apparent on the team. But I don't think you should draft a quarterback this year. You have too many holes to draft a quarterback high this year. You need to be trying to compete while Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb are currently under contract. So be bad this year, right? You're gonna finish the season, have high draft capital. Be bad, get the best version, of the picks you can get. Right now, you're picking at number 11. Be bad, picking in the top 10. Get you some more weapons. Get you some more personnel. Try to compete while Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb are under contract together, and then you figure it out. But right now, we're not finna have a $60 million backup quarterback. So I'm not finna even sit here and humor it. I know we're in our feelings. I know we're mad. There's never gonna be a scenario where we have a $60 million backup quarterback. Let's keep it 1,000. My brother in Christ, if Jerry wanted to win, and let's keep it real, like he says he wants to win, how can we sit here and say that Jerry Jones really wants to win football games with his lack of roster moves? The Dallas, and forget just signing free agents. We already know that we don't sign free agents. But I still got to bring it up. You did not sign back your 1,000-yard rusher. You let him walk for nothing. You did not sign Derrick Henry or any of the other multitude of running backs that could have improved your running back room. You let Tyron Smith and you let your starting center walk, and you started over with 2 rookies there. You have not spent a top 4 pick like a first, second, third, fourth round draft pick on a wide receiver, right? Except for once in the last 4 years. So you haven't really invested in the wide receiver position. Like, what makes us think that Jerry Jones actively wants to win football games and compete? They want to win their way. And their way has been proven to be insufficient, lackluster, and pretty much it fucking sucks. Like, what team that is actively competing? Which team in the NFL that is actively competing right now that doesn't spend in free agency? You can't find one. Even if you mention Detroit, they just signed DJ Reader this year. They brought in DJ Reader, who was one of the best run stoppers in the National Football League. You know what I'm talking about? Like they actually go out and spend in free agency. They picked up. What's the boy name that was studying on our ass, man? He used to be with the Denver Broncos, the big wide receiver that caught the touchdown. Point being, like the Dallas Cowboys don't do enough for you to even feel competent in the team, right? They got one wide receiver, shitty offensive line, no semblance of a real run game. So how can we sit here and say Jerry Jones wants to win? Like at the end of the day, if your roster is bad, that is on Jerry Jones. At the end of the day, if you don't like the players that you have, that starts and stops with the general manager. The last time I checked, Jerry Jones is the general manager. He's the one that's supposed to okay the trades. Tim Patrick, thank you. And listen, every time we play somebody like Tim Patrick, he dogs us. He dog walked us with the Denver Broncos, and he just dog walked us with the Detroit Lions. So this is my thing, though, man. Like, this is a pattern with the front office and Jerry Jones and them, man. This is a pattern. They always do this. They never spend in free agency. They believe in drafting and developing, right? They believe in cheap flea market players in free agency. And it has never equated to winning football games or at least winning big. When Jerry Jones was winning championships, he was cashing out. He was spending big money. He went and got Deion Sanders. He made moves and brought Charles Haley in, right? Like we didn't do this shit when we were competing and winning titles back in the day. So I don't understand it. Like Jerry Jones, when you were building contenders and you were, being a competent owner and general manager, you spent money. Also, shout out to Jake the Great for the $3 cash app, man. Salute to you for being a real one. And my boy, Mr. Nefarious, landlord from Alabama, to slid through the door, man. What's good with you, man?
What's happening, man? Exactly. Is it still Halloween? Because it's pretty spooky out here in these cowboy streets, man.
Man.
Good grief.
It's horrible, man. Like, listen. You remember I was at work, and I told you to text me what was going on in the game, and every text message you sent me got worse?
It got worse and worse.
That shit got worse. It like, damn. He said head top on Trayvon Diggs, touchdown. Then he said Dak Prescott missed wide open Jalen Tolbert, then got sacked next 2 plays. We had to punt. I like, damn. Then he said, Mike McCarthy went for it on a fake punt. I like, what? Then he said Dak Prescott got hurt. I'm like, what? Oh my God.
we got PTSD. We're gonna have night traumas about this. Night terrors. All that. It was terrible. It was horrible, man. Good grief.
Man, that was awful. Like, that is pretty much how our season has went. Like, our season had just went from bad to worse to horrific to disastrous to extinction level event. Like, I like God, dog. I might well die at this point.
Exactly, man. I'm looking at it like, I mean, do you really want to try to fight for this season? Like, I need to know exactly how many games Dak's supposed to be hurt. But at the end of the day, we already 3-5, bro. Like, then look at the other NFC teams. Like, we would have to. The division is pretty much gone. Like, we might as well hang up and win in the division. Okay, that's pretty much out of. We almost mathematically out of it. Like, you know,
almost mathematically out of it. You're correct.
Yeah. So I'll say this: the only other hope to making the playoffs is a wild card, and them teams got what? Most of them teams got 6 wins already.
A lot of them. And landlord, like I was speaking on before you got on here. There's 9 games left in the season. In order just to get to 9-8, barely above 500, with a possibility of making the playoffs, the Dallas Cowboys will have to go 6-3 the rest of the season. And we still got
probably finna miss at least 3 to 4 games. Yes. I'm just predicting myself. I don't know, but it feel like they said several weeks. Several is 3. 4. No, 4 is several, right?
Dak Prescott probably missed the rest of the season. Listen. They said Michael Parsons was like a 2-week injury. That man been gone for a year.
Because you think about it, a couple is 2, 3 is a few, several would have to be more than 3.
4 more.
So yeah, I mean, and how much faith do you have? This team I already talked about, they finna run Cooper Rush out there. Now I understand we might have a fighting shot. We seen Cooper Rush do this before, but this ain't the same team. This ain't the same defense. And then think about this. Okay, let's say in a perfect world full of rainbows, sunshine, and ice cream, right? We find a way. We find a way to miraculously make the playoffs. How confident are you when you get there?
Man, none. Like, dog, like who are we gonna beat in the playoff picture? We already got skull fucked by the Detroit Lions.
Yikes.
I'm pretty sure we don't match up well against Philly since they got Saquon Barkley.
Man, I just wait. Time out. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude.
But I continue.
I'm sorry, man. This is worth it. Bro, I stopped watching football after we lost. I said, screw that. We went and played the game and everything. I was very mad. I had to take my mind off of it. I wake up this morning and look at my phone. I see Saquon hit a spin, then hit a juke, then jump backwards over a guy.
Yep.
My God, bro.
Hey, Mafia said, Week 10 injury report. The following players are ruled out with injury. The offense, the defense, the entire coaching staff, the owner, CEO, and half the fan base.
And my heart. My heart is injured too.
Man.
But, I mean, bro, you see the stuff that Saquon did out there yesterday, bro. Oh, my God. And this dude finna come to Dallas with a pissed off OC that hates our guts that would love to run a score on a weak defensive team. Yikes.
Man. That shit gonna be crazy, man.
Yikes. That shit and I don't even have a lot of I don't look at the Eagles like they just that great. They good, but we finna make them look like, excellent. Now, will we have a fighting shot if everything goes right? We still got a chance. You know what I'm saying? We really do. But the chance is so minuscule that it's not even worth talking about. Everybody got a chance. I got a chance to walk out of my door and see Khaleesi off Game of Thrones. It's a chance, right?
Not gonna prosper. Not likely, but it's a chance.
It's a chance. You know what I'm saying? Even though I think she's in London somewhere, she's not even American. And, it's a chance that I walk in Birmingham, Alabama, go out my door and see Khaleesi. Then she could possibly be on a dragon. Who knows? It's possible, right?
Yeah. I mean, kind of, sort of. You must if you high enough, you might see a dragon.
She might be on a dragon. We don't know, bro. It's a possibility, but the chances are, slimmer than slim.
Yeah, I shoot myself if this is what I'm trying to say, man. Like, the Dallas Cowboys suck. We knew they sucked going into the season, and they made us believers in what we initially said. Because remember, I said if the Dallas Cowboys didn't fix their run defense, I was out. And guess what? I was stupid enough to still buy into the season because I had hope as a fan. But the content creator in me saw that it was going to be some bullshit. The dude that know football saw that it was going to be some bullshit.
Nice.
You let your best, first and foremost, you let your best rusher leave in Tony Pollard. I know that he wasn't having the world's best season, but he was still a 1,000-yard rusher while coming off of a severe injury. You let your best interior run defender leave in Big Hank the Tank. So now we stink in that department.
Bars.
Hey, indeed. You let Tyron Smith go play with Aaron freaking Rodgers. You let Tyler Biadasz go and play in Washington with the divisional rivals. And like I said, I'm not saying that they were still the best offensive linemen in the world, but when you remove them from the equation, right, you gotta remember the offensive line is a unit. They move, breathe, and live as one. They are not a single cell amoeba. They like a colony, a hive mind, so to speak. So once you remove two components from that offensive line, you lose all the years and reps that they put in together. So now you're starting over from scratch, basically, with two guys that ain't never played the position that they're in at this point in time. You got all that going on while having a new defensive coordinator, having guys that were playing well, playing in different positions. Because remember, Donovan Wilson didn't just wake up and forget how to play football. He was being utilized in a different capacity within the scheme that Dan Quinn had him in. He was not asked to cover tight ends and wide receivers as he's being asked to in this defensive scheme. Marquise Bell, who one of your best players last year, doesn't even fucking take snaps anymore. Right? So when you talk about the change in scheme, you also got to talk about how it impacts the players. Because it's the same scheme on paper. It's a 4-3. But what Zimmer asked them to do was not the same. So
can I look? I thought you was done. Go ahead.
I was not. So see, that's what we talk about with landlord. But
see, man, I tried to look. You got done. You stopped and everything.
I had to breathe,
going.
nigga.
You kept going. Like how am I
breathe?
This is like jump rope, bro. I got to be able to predict when you're done. You know what I'm saying? And you doing all these irky jerk stops. Hey, never mind.
Hey,
but listen,
go ahead, cuz.
Is there any possible way for you to put my list I did on the screen?
Possibly.
Okay, please.
I'm gonna see if I can.
Because I don't know if the people seeing this. Because you just named a lot of it, but I want them seeing this believe. You know what I'm saying? I think they need to see this list. And then I got a question for you and the people.
Boy, let's see. Okay, so let me see if it comes up. I'm gonna try and screen share it, but you also know that we are in the vertical, so it might not be pretty, but we're gonna see if we can get it up here.
Let's do it. Ah, man, it's very, very small.
Okay, well, let's try something else.
I don't know if they can see that. Okay, if you can move it over, it'll be perfect.
I cannot move it over.
Good grief. Well, just read it out for the people if you don't mind.
Yes, I'm gonna read it out for you. Let me just go ahead and minimize that shit.
Yeah.
I might have minimized the wrong shit. Hold on.
We do it live, y'all. We do it live.
We do it live, so y'all gotta bear with us. I'm gonna hide this. I'm gonna read this super chat first because he a real one for sending another $4.99 for your mind.
And he hit me with a $5 cash out too, man. That's great support right there. We appreciate you, Mr. Numhand Neil.
Realest one in the country. Cause y'all listen, he's still been slapping everybody, so you gotta just show the resilience. Show the resilience, man. All right, so
yes,
he's with the $4.99. He said, "Man, I'm gonna be at this game for the salute to service. They're gonna salute me with a damn oh my God. I'm so sorry, brother. I wish
that's horrible.
I wish they didn't do this to you, man. They see Dallas Cowboys out here ruining niggas' lives.
See, Neil. This what I feel your pain, right? It's like maybe like once every 4 years when the Cowboys are in ATL. For those who don't know, I live in Birmingham. That is 2 hours away from me. That's nothing. I drive the ATL in my sleep. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing. Any other time, the Cowboys playing well, I would have just drove down there and seen my Cowboys. But I said no. I did not want to waste my money. I did not believe in what this team's going to put out there. I did not believe in nothing they did this year. But I just, like he had said earlier, I'm just a loyal fan that still had to find a way to support my team. And I'm going to still do that. But I'm just saying, I'm not finna spend or go out of my way to spend multiple thousands of dollars to do anything for the Cowboys. Not this year. That's just, I think that's like throwing money in a hole that, goes anywhere. You don't know where it is. Like, nah. I'd rather just keep my money. I'm not crazy. I'm not idiotic. Dang, Carmine, my brother Carmine, he out of the city too. And he said he went, God dang, Carmine. Hey, I tried to tell you, everybody call my phone. I got cousins that's Atlanta fans. Hey, you in the city? You in the city? I'm like, nope. They like, why not? They know I'm probably the biggest Cowboy fan that everybody that know me know. I'm probably the biggest one. And they like, why you ain't down there? I'm like, bro, I'm just not going. I don't want to go down there and be embarrassed again. I'm sorry.
Imagine you win and you saw Dak Prescott get hurt live.
Oh my God, I would have been in shambles. And then, like I said, we set up there and that's probably why I was so down the last show. Like that, I won't get that opportunity to see the Cowboys that close to me, probably like the next 4 years. I think you play teams like that every 4 years sometimes. Maybe it could be next year, but but they might not be in Atlanta though. They might be in Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I might not get that opportunity for the next 4 years or something like that. So that's why I was so down. I'm like, dang, bro. If my team was playing decent or looked decent, I would have went out my way and made it happen. But they just did not do that, bro. And I did not want to. I wanted to save myself the embarrassment, bro. Real talk. And I hate that, man. I hate that. So I feel you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I really do.
Yeah, he said, "Yeah, man, only about a 4 hour." Yeah. Indeed, my brother. And then, that was funny. Mafia said they still gonna find a way to blame Dak Prescott for the losses, and he ain't gonna be playing.
Yeah, if Dak would have had a real hand, then he could have, you know what I'm saying? They gonna make up. I seen people on my Facebook page. Y'all missing a lot of entertaining stuff if y'all ain't on my Facebook. Like, my Facebook is going crazy right now. So y'all make sure y'all go check me out over there, man. Shoot your boy a couple stars too, by the way. Y'all know I'm going through the YouTube monetization thing, man. So y'all look out for your boy so I can keep doing this for y'all. But, man, you ought to see some of those comments over there on Facebook. Like, people over there like, Dak ain't really hurt. He's just limping with the fake limp. Like, these people still mad at that. Like, and I called you.
Slow.
Listen, I called you earlier because I wanted to know, like, I literally don't understand why everybody is so mad at Dak. I don't get it. Like, what did he do?
Nothing. Like,
what did Dak do this game, bro? This man had how many incompletions?
6. He had 6 Almost.
I don't get it. Oh, Lord. Damn. See, the Cowboy about to take him out. Good Lord.
That was some shit. Still might. Hold on. Damn.
Don't say that. But wait, there's more. He said it still might.
Yeah, like shit. I don't know how the hell I got choked up that quick. But nah, like, to put it in perspective, Jay, turn it off. To put it in perspective, Dak Prescott completed over 70% of his passes, had a passer rating over 100, had a touchdown pass, no interceptions, ran for 30 yards, including a 22-yard run for a first down. And not only was Dak Prescott getting criticized for his play, but he didn't even finish the damn game. When Dak Prescott left the game, they were only down 8 fucking points. Like, they still had a realistic chance to win that game, you know, and Dak Prescott still getting flagged. And listen, I'm happy that Dak Prescott ain't going to be in there so y'all can actually have real football conversations besides just blaming the fucking quarterback because you don't like him.
I just don't understand. But I was really kind of amazed that we found a way to start dogging Dak. Like, they was like the most overpaid dude. Like, okay, the game was frustrating. But I want y'all to know. Y'all know I rep for Mike McCarthy. I end up defending Mike McCarthy a whole lot because I feel like he get unfair criticism. But this is fair criticism right here. Like, why would you go for it from your 30-something yard line? That flipped the whole game. That was unnecessary. We wasn't in desperation. That was just a bad play. And I understand how he said he had a great answer, but we don't want to hear it. He was like, if it works, I'm a genius. And if it don't, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. That's true. Because if it would have worked, we all would have just cheered. You know, like, nobody would have criticized that. Like, let's be real. We would have just been like, yay. But it did not work. So now it looks like the dumbest play in history. And now you give a hot Atlanta offense, a short field, they go straight down the field and score. Like I'm talking about boom, boom, score.
I was gonna say Bones said that Mike originally called a punt, and he politicked for him to give him the opportunity to run that play, and then he doubled down, and said he would have did it again.
Bones. Oh, so it was Bones.
Like, listen, Mike McCarthy let him do it because Bones pretty much begged him to do it, but you know.
Oh, but I was about to say, I'm not sparing Mike because you still gave in.
Like,
so
listen,
that's
like
on Mike McCarthy.
They were like that intrusive thoughts. If your intrusive thoughts were outside of your body and they had a full blown conversation to you, that what the fuck happened with Bones? Like you know, like I should fucking go for it right here. I know, fuck this shit. I'm going for it. And then like it's not really your thought, it's your partner beside you. Like, yeah, nigga, we finna go for it.
That's why. Shout out to Eli because that's why it's so egregious, Eli. Like if you gonna go for it, put your offense back out there.
Exactly.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, 2 yards. We could have managed 2 yards, bro. We was doing easy button plays all game, and they was working masterfully. Like they was working tremendously. I don't even know where this playbook come from. Like people gonna criticize the play call, and in the beginning of the game, them things was cooking. I'm like, where did this come from? Where did this come from? Like little short passes that was just money and getting all kind of yak all day. So we could have pulled one of those out, y'all. I just don't understand why would you make that decision. And like you said, Mike got somebody politic and they got way too much respect for Bones. In a situation like that, I would have said, Bones, go sit your old behind down somewhere and get out of my face. I'm not going to do that from my own side of the field, sir. No. So I would have told him no. But I don't know, man. I just don't know. I feel like that right there lost you the game. And I put that on Mike McCarthy solely. Like that game was not out of hand. That game was not you know what I'm saying? It was not that bad, bro. And we was not that damn desperate. So why would you do that? That's why I can't get that. I can't blame Dak for that. I can't blame the offense for that or the defense. I mean, even though they didn't have to give them 7, and it's still, they still didn't have to give up 7, but you didn't do them no favors and gave them a short field.
Yeah, I was gonna say because this was interesting that I ran across. It was John Owen over there at PFF. He gave some insight for the Dallas Cowboys offense and the kind of routes that the wide receivers run. So season long, the Dallas Cowboys rank 2nd in slant routes, 4th in comeback routes, 5th in hitch routes, 29th in crossing routes, 17th in screen passes.
Hold up, that's the Cowboys offense?
Yes, for the season.
Could you read it one more time, please?
Sure. For the season, these are the routes the Dallas Cowboys run. They're 2nd in the league in slant routes. All right. 4th in the league in comeback routes. 5th in the league in hitch routes, which are damn near the same.
The same thing, yeah.
Damn near the same.
A comeback in a hitch route is basically just you break off at the top of your route in on hitches and out on comebacks.
Yeah, something like that. Either or, it really don't fucking matter.
Yeah, they basically stop routes that everyone hates.
You could call each one a stop route and it wouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying? 29th in crossing routes, that's one of the only ones that concerns me. Like if you're not huge, I'm not the person that hates comeback routes when they work, especially depending on the personnel you have. If you got a big ass wide receiver that can box people out, you should run stop routes all the goddamn time.
Especially if you can't run. Because I could tell Mike is kind of using that to substitute for the lack of run game that he felt like he don't have.
And my issue, though, is the 29th in crossing routes. And you run a West Coast offense that is predicated on passing the ball horizontally.
I wonder. I'm not making excuses, but I would like to know how much we would have ran it if Cooks was here. Because I don't think we probably don't feel like we got a whole lot of speed. You need speed to run those type of routes. You got Turpin, but I mean CD is not a burner like that. You kind of need people to separate on crossing routes. So I mean, listen, in my head, I don't feel like we have enough talent So it's gonna affect everything. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna affect his play call, it's gonna affect the game plan, it's gonna affect how you use the quarterback, how you use the rank, it's gonna affect everything. So in my head, I'm just looking at a lot of this stuff. I don't feel like we have enough talent, y'all. And that's my opinion. I can't speak for nobody else, but I literally don't feel like we have enough talent on this offense.
So I had a question. And listen, we already know that Cooper Rush is going to be the starting quarterback because they confirmed it during the presser. The question isn't, is he going to play? The question is, should he be the one playing? Should it be Cooper Rush or should damn? Nigga?
I mean, you asked it.
I mean, let me finish so you can elaborate.
Go ahead. My bad. I'm sorry.
No, this your last time, nigga. This is your last time. But no, for real, go ahead and elaborate.
I'm just saying, bro. Listen, Trey Lance. Listen, okay, this is how we're gonna do this. How can we categorize? We know that Trey Lance is really a better quarterback prospect than Cooper Rush.
Easily.
But the problem is Cooper Rush is a veteran with experience. He's killing Trey from the neck up. But from everywhere else, it's Trey by a landslide. You see what I'm saying? Trey is quicker, faster, bigger, stronger, bigger arm. You know what I'm saying? Probably can do more on the offense. He can run. It's a lot more benefits to have Trey Lance out there than Cooper Rush, honestly. But from the shoulders up is a very, very important thing. I ain't gonna lie to you. It is very important. But I mean, I don't want to win at this point unless we turn into a whole nother team. I'm almost at the point where I wanna get a high draft pick, bro. I want high draft picks. I do.
Yo.
So I mean, I don't really want to go out here and act like, because I just showed you what we up against. It's hard as hell to get to one of the wild cards when everybody playing well. The whole NFC North could be a wild card.
So hey, let me show you some Trey Lance highlights real quick, dog. Just in the spirit of Trey Lance. Let me show you some Trey Lance highlights real quick.
Lance. Oh, picked off. Get up. Run it back. Lance surveys. End zone. Intercepted. Pressure comes. Lance feels it. Oh, what a play. Tremont Morris Brash is going to go. Touchdown. 3rd down and 4 for Lance. Pressure comes. Lance gets away once. Lance off his back foot. Fought forward. Taken away. Intercepted. Lance gets it there. Intercepted. 5th of the day.
That was horrible, bro. That was very horrible. And listen, I didn't say I wanted Trey Lance to play so we can win. Who says that? I said I want Trey Lance to play so we won't win and we can get a good high draft pick. Like, listen, man, I know they say never give up. I don't want to give up, but I think it's smart to. Like, when are we ever going to be high like this and have a potential to be high like this and not be frowned upon for doing it? When?
I'm sorry. He said, why the announcer go crazy on every one of those plays?
Yeah.
We don't ever have another chance at this, though, Lynn.
But I'm just saying, like, when are we going to ever have an opportunity like this? And then, listen, I want y'all to understand, and this is very critical right here. If we don't play Trey Lance, y'all, that is literally the worst trade ever. I'm talking about ever. Because guess what? You traded this man for a 4th round pick and you won't even use it. Because guess what? Next year he's a free agent. So he can walk out the door and have real ability and you wouldn't even know. Yeah, you ain't going to want to pay him what he deserves or what his market say. You ain't going to want to pay him because you ain't seen nothing. So guess what? I don't care. I need a Jerry Jones veto right here. Real talk. Hey, put Trey Lance in the game, bro. Put Trey Lance in the game, because guess what? Cooper Rush gonna probably have you a little bit, kind of, sort of, remotely close to competitive, I guess.
Nah.
But what the hell is that gonna do for you?
I don't listen. Let me say this before we talk about the Cooper Rush competitive shit. We were winning games by holding teams under 20 points when Cooper Rush was on that run. That is not going to happen if your defense continue to play the way that it's been playing. I don't give a damn if teams. I don't give a damn which quarterback is playing, because if teams are going to continue to turn the Dallas Cowboys defense every way but loose, both quarterbacks are going to help you tank. So this is my thing. I agree with you about Trey Lance, because if we're going to lose, I at least want some excitement. I want to see this man run for 130 yards and throw 4 picks. That would be an exciting ass game. Trey Lance,
and that'll get you some eyes too. People gonna want to see what Trey Lance do with his offense.
Mm-hmm.
They want to see that.
He said Trey shouldn't play. He has nothing to prove. Yes, the fuck he does. You talking to a man that is considered as being considered one of the biggest draft busts in the modern era, and you talking about he ain't got nothing to prove. What powder did you hit before you typed this shit?
Time out. Somebody said, King G said, conspiracy hat on. You know, I love that. That's my jammy jam right now. He said, conspiracy hat on. What if they don't want to play Trey because they don't want him to play good, so they can sign him cheap on the next deal? Things that make you go, But listen, you don't even know his ability, though, Trey. So now you're going to be like, I don't even know if I want to pay him at all. I mean, King G, you don't even know his ability. So it don't even matter about signing him cheap. Signing somebody cheap as a quarterback still ain't cheap. You know what I'm saying? A quarterback signing is not cheap unless you Cooper Rush.
He said, please play the Trey Lance music again. And this is the thing, though, dog. Like, Trey Lance might not get too many opportunities to get a big contract. So if a team is offering him some real money to be a starting quarterback somewhere, why would he stay here in Dallas? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think the Dallas Cowboys would pay him? Like, how much money do you think he'll make as a backup in Dallas compared to going somewhere and being a starter?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let's look at Sam Darnold. How much is Sam Darnold's contract? Let me pull up Sam Darnold's contract. Sam Darnold's making $10 million. And remember, before this season, he was pretty much a draft bust. He done bounced around the league. Ain't really been a good quarterback. He just found a situation, and people kind of sort of believed in him. He had a good camp and shit, right? So, is the Dallas Cowboys going to pay Trey Lance $10 million?
No.
Oh, he gonna be somewhere. And this is the thing. I need Dak Delusional Fan, for one, to change your damn your name, cause that shit is weird as a motherfucker. And two, you don't gotta come in here and lie on a nigga. He said Dak Prescott only win games when the defense holds team to 17 points, but Dak Prescott got a 40-39 win on his motherfucking resume when he beat the Atlanta Falcons back in 2020. Dak Prescott just helped you win a game last year where the defense gave up 30 points when we played the Seattle Seahawks. So why are we sitting here lying? You know who ain't won a game when the defense gave up 20 points or more? Cooper Rush. That's who, motherfucker. So if you're going to lie, tell a better lie. Or at least lie to somebody that don't fucking know. Matter of fact,
I'm just saying this dude. Don't.
I mean, he in my Western College, so I'm going to remove him.
Okay, I can't help you then. But the dude said Trey gets to pick his team next season that would allow him to start. Like, what are you? Listen, kids, do not do drugs, please. Because what realm do Trey Lance have that much cachet to demand what team, like, to be able to have his picks of the teams in the NFL that he can play for?
Shit, he
might have
been playing with the man on Madden and forgot that wasn't real.
That is crazy, y'all. Yeah, we gotta chill out, man. We gotta chill out, man. I don't see how you saying that. I hope you don't believe it. I hope you just, you know what I'm saying, just
Trolling,
being
hopefully.
facetious or something. Because there's no way you can believe that.
Who said this? Who said he gonna get a pickle shit? Who said
That Dak delusional.
See, he is delusional. He must be delusional, and his name must be Dak. Because ain't no way in hell he really typed that shit and he believes that shit. Because, motherfucker, like, why do you believe this nigga is that good and he is a backup quarterback? He was a backup quarterback on the team that drafted him. He was a backup quarterback here. Matter of fact, he is a third-string quarterback. He is the backup to the backup. How good can he be? He is a backup to somebody named Cooper Rush that even with a 5-1 record, no team in the National Football League offered him a contract. And he could not beat that man out for a job. You tell me what teams are lining up to sign Trey Lance to some good money to start. Maybe Carolina Panthers might give him a contract. Who knows? Maybe
Bryce Young
Carolina.
just won a game yesterday. I ain't
Damn.
gonna pay no damn Trey Lance.
This nigga said you made sure to correct that. Nah, nigga, Bryce Young.
Bro, Bryce Young just won a game yesterday. What you want from him?
I want him to you know, he might beat the Dallas Cowboys as bad as we are, so I ain't gonna say
Why
that.
y'all playing? All right.
They said why we playing, man. That'd be the one game we win by mistake. We gonna beat the fuck out of Bryce Young just to piss landlord off.
I don't care about Carolina. I'm just saying.
I know
I
you
care
rock-
about.
I know
I care
you
about
rock
how
with
they
him.
doing my quarterback. I feel like it's stupid, but it's all good.
Man, this man threw for 171 yards, a touchdown, a pick, and he's still short.
Wow.
I thought he grew some. They said he's still 5'10". I thought he
Name a
was
player that he got on his team.
Xavier Leggett.
And that dude dropped. Did you see that interception?
Yeah, he got a little boy for that one.
Did you see that interception? We talk about he got an interception. That is not an interception. That is Xavier Leggett getting robbed, getting beat up. His lunch money took.
Man, listen.
But they are sorry though. This ain't Carolina, so we talking about the Cowboys. So screw them. I'm just saying. I don't think we're in a position to be talking crap about anybody right now. That's all I'm saying. Cause look, when we was getting destroyed by Detroit, Carolina was being competitive. They was losing, but they was competitive.
Man, I'm so done.
That made me sad. It made me sad.
You should be sad.
I looked over at the scores. I'm like, bro, even Carolina competitive in their game, and we over here getting destroyed.
Mm-hmm. It be like that, bro. Cause I don't know, man. Like the damn. I'm so disheartened with the way this season done with, man. I don't even know how to feel no more, bro. Matter of fact, I'm so disheartened. I done forgot that this Monday Night Football. I'm sitting here talking about the sorry ass Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, we finna wrap this show.
I don't know. You talking about Monday Night Football? It's basketball season for me over here.
Speaking of which, prayers for Pop. Prayers for Pop.
Prayers up for Pop, my coach Pop, man. I hope everything good with him, man. Go Spurs, go. Yeah, that's what type of vibes we on, man. It's almost draft time, you know. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Wide receiver first round? Wide receiver first round? You talking about
Hell yeah.
first round? Okay.
Wide receiver first round, unless you want to get Gentry. That's the only person else. We need skill positions. And hey, I wouldn't be. Never mind. I don't want to talk about that.
Say it.
I mean, if you see a Brock Bowers tight end right now, what you gonna do?
But you finna have to fight, boss.
I mean, why not?
Man,
we could have had two, but we got rid of Schultz.
Listen,
that was stupid.
We ain't finna have this argument. I tried to tell y'all niggas, but you know, y'all said I wasn't shit. Y'all said
never mind.
Y'all said I was everything but a child of God. Y'all said I didn't deserve to live. Y'all told me all that. I remember.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. I forgot. We don't need another tight end. Because John Steven Jr. is going to be the bomb in 2025, 2026 season, sir. He's going to go crazy.
That boy ACL jelly. That man,
it ain't funny, y'all, but
that boy shit Smuckers
this
jam.
one of them situations where you gotta laugh to stop crying, bro. Because I've been waiting to see this dude play a game for 2 seasons, man, and he just can't get on the field.
Hold on, that
Oh
is
God.
sad. But this is gonna be sadder. You said we taking an offensive lineman, nigga. Why? I just want to know why.
Don't say that, bro.
No, for real. Let me just ask y'all why. You done drafted 99 offensive linemen, and your offensive line still ass.
Man, look at this, bro.
Be a big boy and sign an offensive lineman in free agency like the Chiefs be doing.
Okay, listen. This is a public service announcement right here, right? I want everybody to hear this, and listen. After I say this, I want you to go out in the world and repeat this. We finna be zombies on this, all right? We gonna band together. Listen,
right.
Zach Martin is playing incredible, okay? He is, like, Zach Martin is that guy, bro. And I'm talking about, like, he hasn't aged since he been drafted. This dude is phenomenal, all right? That's what we gonna tell people, because y'all keep saying that about Zach Martin. We gonna have a first-round guard, and I'm going to lose my mind. When the next time I come on this camera, y'all ain't going to see not one lock in my head. I'm going to be skinny. I'm going to be crashed out. I'm going to be skinny, looking anorexic with a bald head. If them boys drop another offensive lineman in the first round, I'm going to lose it. So I want everybody to repeat after me. Zach Martin is fine. Zach Martin is great. Zach Martin is gonna ball, and he's perfectly fine. All right.
Zach Martin is fine.
Zach Martin is fine.
Good.
Hashtag Zach Martin is good. You know what I'm saying? We don't know, bro. Don't say nothing else bad about Zach. If I see anybody say anything else about Zach Martin, I'm pulling up. I'm stepping down. I'm spinning about Zach Martin because I don't want them to drop another first round tackle, bro, or guard. Nobody. I'm sick of it.
I know he is gonna retire though. I know this nigga gonna retire. We gonna force Dallas Cowboys' hand. Fuck that. TJ Bass 2025. TJ Bass 2025. TJ Bass 2025. Cause this is my thing. Y'all love to shortchange the wide receiver room, right? Y'all okay with us having a 7th round pick wide receiver, a UDFA from the XFL, USFL. You're okay with having a 3rd round pick. Have that same energy for the offensive line. Right. You got TJ Bass, you got Brock Hoffman, you also brought in old buddy Thomas. You drafted him this year. You spent 3 draft picks on the offensive line this year. 3 of them motherfuckers. You better develop them. You better develop them, folks. Cause listen,
Wait, hold on. Duke can't develop them but first round picks in? What's going on?
And that's not even true. Cause listen, Cooper Beebe is playing well, right? TJ Bass plays well when you let him on the field.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not finna keep letting y'all waste all our damn draft capital in offensive line. You done drafted 99,000 of them. If you're only good at getting 1st round offensive linemen, you're not really good at it. And I really can't say you're good at that because the last dude you got ain't playing well yet. So I'm just saying, like, I'm not finna go through this shit again next year. You better put one of them dudes that been here with Big Duke and them on the motherfucking field and figure that shit out.
You better go train Austin Richards with Duke. He need to stay over his house and everything. You better go train Matt Walesko with Duke. I'm sick of this, bro. Real talk. And Dak still getting hit every play and getting hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm sick of this.
You spent all that capital in the offensive line, your run game, and listen, Big Duke has posted like 99,000 steal shots of running backs not hitting the damn hole. So I'm gonna take him at his word, but I know they can't pass block. Like I know for damn sure they can't pass block right now. There's no metric that show that they're good at pass blocking. So I'm gonna just say this. Matter of fact, let me pull up the Dallas Cowboys depth chart so we can talk about their fucking offensive line real quick before we get out of here. Let's just talk about it because we're not finna keep doing this shit. We're not. All right, so let's take a look at offensive line real quick.
Hold on, talk about no man, you going too far.
What he said? He said just ball.
Hey, you going too far now. Oh, shit, that was funny.
Oh my God, that scared me. So listen, look at all these offensive linemen that we have. We got Tyler Guyton. He gonna be a starter still. Tyler Smith gonna be a starter still, right? Austin Richards, you gotta do something, right? Listen, we spent a pick on you. You're not an undrafted free agent. We spent a pick on you, boy. Figure that shit out. All right, Tyler Smith, right? TJ Bass, you play well when you get on the field. Nathan Thomas, you got drafted, sir, and you've been hurt. You've been on IR. We spent a 7th-round pick on you, boy. You 6'4", 331 pounds. You gonna do something for me. Like, they said he was one of the biggest steals in the draft. I don't know that yet because he ain't had a training camp or nothing. He been banged up. He been hurt. I don't know what's wrong with him. But point being, like the Dallas Cowboys, you got a bunch of offensive linemen on your team. You still got a bunch of offensive linemen on your team. I'm not even finished reading names yet. All right, Cooper Beebe, Brock Hoffman.
Y'all thought we were playing. You remember I said we got like 15 offensive linemen. We really do.
Yeah, you mean to tell me none of these dudes are good? You mean to tell me none of them good? And we ain't even talking about the practice squad. You send people down to the practice squad, to the gulag. Let me see the Dallas Cowboys practice squad. I know you got offensive linemen there too, motherfucker. I know you be hiding them. You hide them up. You hide them everywhere.
They hoard the offensive linemen.
Shit, hold
on. The Cowboys are offensive linemen hoarders. That's crazy.
That shit crazy. Hold on, let me take a look at this practice squad real quick, man. I'm serious. You hear Dalvin Cook on there, so we ain't finna act like you ain't gonna have no decent players on the offensive line. Josh Ball, big ass over there still. So they hit him there. They hit Dakota Shipley ass over there. They got 2 offensive linemen on that motherfucker too.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, them niggas just behind offensive line.
They be signing them on the low at night, dark. They don't even announce offensive linemen they sign. They just keep that on the wraps. That's crazy.
Jared was an offensive lineman at Arkansas. He was undersized offensive lineman, but he was an offensive lineman for the Arkansas Razorbacks.
He probably getting knocked off the ball. He was probably getting ran.
You know he was on our championship team.
That don't mean he was good.
I don't know if he started or not. This way back.
Oh yeah, he probably didn't start.
That's way back in the day. Matter of fact, him and Jimmy Johnson were on the Arkansas championship team. That's how they knew each other.
Sheesh. Online hoarders. That sounds like a TV show.
Boy, what we got 92 offensive linemen. You mean to tell me none of the guys that you took, that you spent this draft capital on and gave roster spots to are worth a damn? You just got them collecting dust. They collectibles at this point. Limited edition.
Mr. Vine said we need a safety or a corner in the first. I honestly wouldn't be mad at a safety. I wouldn't be. I said that last year. Everybody told me to shut up and said that the Malik Hooker is phenomenal. And you crazy, landlord. But okay, I seen the potential problems that we might face. And I said I would love to have a young safety on this team and a good one.
This is all I was saying to that landlord, because it's not
just you.
I know,
not just you. Yeah.
I'm just throwing this out there for why I was fine with it. I was telling y'all niggas y'all was ungrateful for the purgatory we just came through from the safety position. We had Jeff Heath out there, bub. Xavier Woods. We can't play hard all the time. Who else was out there, motherfucker, for us, man? Remember we had Byron Young playing safety at one point?
Man, you made me think of something, too. I'm trying to contain myself. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Tell me.
Man, you just said about the tie, bro. Cavante Turpin tapped himself out the game, bro. Like, what are you doing, man? Oh, my God. This team really bothers me, man.
They
He
should.
seemed really bothers me.
They're not good. They should bother everything. They should irritate your soul at this point.
What exactly is Cavante Turpin doing to be tired? I know that's messed up, but for real, he returned kicks. Maybe he did a long return, and then you how many offensive snaps are you getting?
But I'll give him this. When he does come on the field, he run long ass routes. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my God!
I'm trying to be reasonable, but he really ain't got no reason to be tired. But,
This dude, how many damn routes he running a game, man? And he over here tapping out. What is our conditioning looking like, man?
I mean,
Dang,
what is your conditioning looking like for? I ain't gonna go there. Fuck it. I ain't got the energy. We gonna be here another hour. We go down.
Yeah. We'll save it. Put it in the clip. Write it down. Put it in the clip.
Yeah, fuck it. All right, man. It's been over an hour at this point. I ain't got time to put this parlay in, but it is what it is, man. God bless America. God bless y'all for rocking out with us. Land, where can they find you at, broski?
Man, landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media, man. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all the level of support. Y'all make sure y'all keep supporting, man, because we can't do this without y'all. This y'all the only reason I do this. You know what I'm saying? The team ain't motivating me, so hey, I know I gotta help some of the people get through this too, man. So that's why we do it. So hey, man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all take care. Holla at your boy, man. That's
Indeed. And it's your boy Hennythemoor reporting live from the liquor store, man. We'll be back to continue to tell you about how sorry the Dallas Cowboys are. But it is what it is, man. God bless America. God bless us. Let's go ahead, Tank. I'm gonna holler at y'all though.
Please.